Welcome to the Goalbusters Expert Peak Productivity Tips podcast, where top business experts get just 7 minutes to answer 5 rapid-fire questions about what they do and how they stay productive. Each episode is packed with actionable insights to help boost your efficiency and achieve your goals. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets to peak performance. Well, hello everyone. My name is Robin J. Emden, and I'm the creator and author of the Get Resultsology system and a dedicated accountability coach. My mission is to empower solopreneurs to unlock their true potential, boost their income, and achieve extraordinary success by maximizing productivity, streamlining their businesses, and aligning their goals with their authentic vision and purpose. If you're ready to turn ambition into action and transform your goals into reality, you're in exactly the right place. My guest expert today is John Meese. John is a best-selling author and marketing expert who helps entrepreneurs monetize their knowledge without compromising their values. With over 10 million emails sent under his name, leading to tens of millions in online education sales, John has helped clients generate over $1 million in group coaching revenue in the past year alone. He has featured in books by industry leaders like Pat Flynn and Michael Hyatt, and is passionate about helping others turn their expertise into thriving businesses. Based in Middle Tennessee with his wife and 4 boys, John is dedicated to helping entrepreneurs achieve both income and impact. John, you're very welcome.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I appreciate that generous introduction.
Not at all. It's really good to have you here. As we said, you're based in Middle Tennessee. It's about midday for you, isn't it, over there? I think we established. Yes, it is lunchtime for you, dinner time for me. So we better crack on.
Yes, the other half of my sandwich is off screen. Oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to show you the burnt half, the burnt side. But
oh, you've got the same cooking qualities as I have. I can only burn food as well. But all right, shall we crack on with the questions, John?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so I will start the clock, and there it goes. John, let's talk about what you do. Who is your ideal client, please, John?
My ideal client is an online business owner who is maxed out. So typically that means some combination of you're looking, you need to make more income, but there's not another hour on the calendar that you can commit either to more clients or more product sales. And that leads you to typically what happens is then you're overworked and underpaid. That's a really frustrating place to be in. And that's honestly where most online business owners kind of fizzle out. Usually they either go broke or burn out. So that's my ideal client.
Okay, perfect. And you kind of touched on the second question, but obviously if you could elaborate, please, on what is the problem that you solve?
Yeah, I help online business owners go from being maxed out to being sold out. So where you create a sold out group coaching program that allows you in, 90 minutes a week to earn typically $10,000 or more per month. I'm speaking in US dollars. We can do the math and whatever that is in other currencies. But regardless, the goal is to be able to fund your lifestyle from a core group coaching program that's sold out consistently. So you're able to serve a handful of people in a really deep, meaningful way. So to give significant impact on their life, but also to earn significant income that allows you to buy back your time by either firing one-on-one clients, quitting a day job, or phasing out other responsibilities so that you can now go from a place of abundance. Now you can go write books, create courses, memberships, and grow your business with that stable security. And a lot of that comes because I'm a family man myself. I'm married, I've got 4 kids. And so when I go out and do a course launch, I can't really risk our mortgage and grocery budget on a course launch, right? I need to know that there's something stable that's coming in that allows me to support my family, but I also want to make sure that doesn't turn into another full-time job. So that's what I do. And that's why I founded Sold Out Coach Club.
Wow, that is awesome. Actually, I'm hanging on your every word there, going, this is really cool. I really like this, fascinating. So, question 3: what is one valuable free action that our audience can implement that will help them to solve the problem you've described?
Yeah, the simplest one that for whatever reason people just don't do very much is to talk one-on-one with your target client before they buy anything. And I don't mean go sell them. Um, but I mean, create a space to have a conversation with your client where you don't lead them, right? You don't present anything for them to respond to. You don't give them an offer. Just ask them about three areas of their life. What are the results they want? So, in other words, what's your most important goal right now? What are the roadblocks standing in their way? What have you tried so far? How's that going? And then what are the resources you have at your disposal? If you get clarity on those three for your target client, the results they want, the roadblocks standing in their way, and the resources they already have at their disposal, that's all you need to craft a really compelling program where you only need five clients to sign up to create your first sold out program. And then typically what most of my clients do is they go, okay, one sold out cohort becomes another one, where now all of a sudden you start scaling up number of people and the price, and that's how you build from there. But it all comes back to just having a live conversation with an actual human being, making sure that you're serving real people, because a lot of people get stuck creating offers for these sort of imaginary avatars, and you end up kind of missing. You're like, I don't get it. Why it's not working? You got to talk to the humans.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Yeah, brilliantly said, and very elegantly said, and succinct and to the point. Thank you so much. So
It's my
now we
pleasure.
have a better understanding of what you do. Let's dive into goal busting itself, focusing on how to maximize productive time to achieve business goals. So, can you share any tips or advice, John, for someone looking to improve their productivity habits?
Yeah, if you're an entrepreneur, one of the first shifts you have to make is measuring your productivity not by your input, but by your output. So employees are measured by their input. If you show up and do the work, you get paid. But as an entrepreneur, it doesn't matter if you work 40 hours or 4 hours on the same project. You only get paid if you solve a problem for a profit, right? That's what your job is as an entrepreneur. So the first thing I think is just to change how you think about it. The productivity, you need to redefine it based on the output, not on the input. And secondly, I think one of my favorite focusing questions comes from my good friend Jay Papasan, who wrote the book The One Thing. And he asked the question, what is one thing you could do right now that would make everything else easier or unnecessary? So I find that question to be super helpful to focus on what is the one thing that makes everything else easier or unnecessary. But sometimes I ask the question and I don't know the answer. And then I go to the framework Fix This Next, which is from another friend, Mike McAllowitz. He wrote this book called Fix This Next that breaks down, okay, if there's a whole assessment for determining in your business right now, what is the one thing you need to focus on? It's kind of like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, but applied to business. And it's super effective. So that would be my advice.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I think I might have to pinch those and put them in my book as well. Too late now, but yeah, they've already
Well,
been written. But that sounds really solid, solid advice. And the one thing I love that, absolutely brilliant. All right, so final question, which is always a cracker. This question, I'm always excited to hear what you say. So, John, what should I have asked you today that I didn't, and what would your answer be, please?
I think you should have asked me about your own business, about how you could, what it would take for you to launch a sold out group coaching program that allow you to buy back your time and to be more effective by doing so. And I think that if you were to ask me what I said, okay, we need to craft a really simple, what I call a 10x promise, which is a one sentence summary offer of get results without roadblocks. And then literally, we're going to draft two emails we send to ideally about 100 people each. And that first email just says, hey, would you be interested in working with me, Robin, as your coach to, and then a promise, right? Something related to productivity. One of my clients who teaches productivity, Sean Blanc, his 10x promise is run your full-time business working part-time hours. And so the email literally just says, hey, would you be interested in working with me to run your business working part-time hours, run your business full-time, your full-time business working part-time hours. And that's it. It's Dash Robin, right? There's no link. And you just use it as a conversation starter to get people to reply and follow up from there. You'll need five clients to pay you $2,000 or whatever the equivalence is in pounds to have your first sold out group coaching program.
Well, you beat me to it there. I was going to ask you that when we finished recording.
Well, now you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know. Yeah. And also, we did that in exactly 7 minutes, which is always terrific. Thank you so much for that.
my pleasure.
Excuse me. And genuinely, you did beat me to it there. I was like, this guy's really interesting. I'm hanging on your every word. Speaking of which, the fact that you are very interesting and you have a terrific message there, how can people reach you? And also, is there like a valuable free resource that they could get from you if they did reach you online?
Yes, yes and yes. So, the best thing that I can recommend for you as far as how to reach me and also how to just learn from me and go further would be to get a copy of my newest book, Serve to Sell, for free. Now, you can go on Amazon or wherever you buy books and you can actually buy a copy of the book if you want to. But if you want it for free, you can just go to servetosellbook.com/goalbusters, and that'll take you to a page where you can download it for free. If you just go to servetosellbook.com, that's going to take you to my online store where you can buy it or you can buy it on Amazon. But if you add /goalbusters, that's going to take you to where you can download a free ebook copy of it. And I want to show you the subtitle because it's really important. It's exactly how to sell premium programs with one free coaching call. In other words, the conversation I mentioned earlier, my advice on how you should actually talk to your customer about these different things, talk to your target client to learn what matters to them. That works by itself, but it's also part of a bigger strategy for how I regularly and my clients will give these free coaching calls that is deep customer research. You learn so much from it. And it's also a high impact coaching call for them, the person who's receiving it. So they're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And then the third bonus, the cherry on top, is that about half the time you actually close the sale for a program that costs anywhere from $1,000 to $30,000. So I think you should check it out.
Listen, I have an absolutely packed diary tonight and tomorrow, and it's packed now with reading your book. I'm really going to
Thank you.
I'm definitely going to do that. It sounds amazing. It's a generous offer, and thank you so much for setting up a special link for us as well. That's really
My pleasure.
no one's ever done that before. That's great.
Oh, really?
No,
Well, I had the thought. I was like, well, when you want to go get the book, it's like, who are you gonna call?
exactly.
Goalbusters, right?
Goalbusters, yeah. Exactly. If I could get the rights to the music, I would definitely put that in.
Yeah, I'm sure. And actually, Robin, if I could just add one thing about the book, because this is a productivity conversation, right?
Sure.
It's a short book, and that's on purpose, right?
Yeah.
Because I was actually writing a much bigger book, and I pulled this out as one thing. So you can read the book in about 90 minutes, and that's the
Okay.
kind of the goal. The goal is that this is like a book that's not just about thinking about things. It's you read it, and immediately it's an action guide where I have regularly people will show me how they will, if they get okay, well, this is the hardcover, but if you get a hardcover copy of the book, for example, people will show me how they just keep this one page open underneath their screen because it's a guide of exactly how to run that free coaching call. So this is highly packed, useful content that I didn't write the book until we crossed the point where I had clients who earned more than $1 million from just applying this one technique to their sales strategy. So please check it out.
Definitely. That's not even a question anymore. John,
Yeah,
thank you again. Thank you, and bye-bye.
my pleasure. Keep up the good work.
And you. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Goalbusters. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe, rate, and review it on your favourite podcast platform. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you're ready to boost your online profits, skyrocket your productivity, crush procrastination, and see a positive change in your bank balance, all within just 30 days, this is your opportunity. Take my free 5-day challenge at www.skyrocketyourproductivitychallenge.com.